Hi everybody, it's Shannon Rollins from Finding Your Glow. I want to welcome you to a brief segment that we're titling today, Living in the Fear of the What If. Ooh. Living in the fear of the what if. What is that? Many of you have probably heard this old saying that most of us are only afraid of two things. We're either afraid of failing or we're afraid of succeeding. But I'm going to focus on the fear of failing for a second. You know, when you're afraid of failing, what you're really afraid of is what if. What is the what if? The what if is different for everybody, but it's the same when you get down to the common core of it. Fear of what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't have what I think that I need in order to get through this test, this experience? What if I fall flat on my face and everybody sees me and starts to laugh at me? What if I become embarrassed? What if I never get up again? You know, all these things, they go swirling through our minds and they just paralyze us, you know. But most of us, if we're honest, we've got the training, we've got the education, we've got the know-how, we've got the experience. Maybe we don't have all the experience that we need or want, but we have some. And the reality is that we have everything that we really need to take at least the next step in our evolution and what we're looking to do in our lives. But living in the what if paralyzes you, like I said, and it makes you think that you can't take that next step. But I tell you this, you will never ever know what you really have on the inside of you. You'll never know what you're really made of until you take a step out and try it and leap out there and see what happens. The only way that you can ever find out what you're really made of is by actually doing it. And when you do, this is what I guarantee you, you're going to find out that you are more than awesome and great in the areas that you thought that you were awesome and great in. And you're also going to find out that you've got some weak areas. And the humble heart says, you know what, I've got some weak areas. Let me work on those things and let me get strengthened in those things. A proud heart says, I can't believe this is happening to me, and throws a temper tantrum and falls apart and throws the whole thing away. You don't have to be that way. You know, you can look at things with the right perspective that says, you know, we're all a work in progress. And you can take the lessons that you've learned out of the experience and have them cause you to grow from them. Have them cause you to become strong in them so that the next time, and I guarantee you there will be a next time, that you find yourself in that scenario or something that looks like that scenario, you will then have all the tools that you need to go through the parts that you didn't pass the last time. You know, I've had some experiences walking through, you know, a lot of trials, a lot of the what ifs, a lot of the, you know, getting past the paralysis of the fear that's, you know, comes to choke you out and keep you out of walking in your destiny. And when I've confronted them and looked at them honestly and sincerely as to see, you know, what really is this thing that's causing me to hold back, I found that it's just really my imagination. And I go through them and I find out, you know, what I'm really strong in, and I find out what I'm not strong in. And I've definitely fallen apart and thrown a temper tantrum before. But I've learned over the years and over time and over going through things over and over again that the parts that I didn't get right the first time, that they come back around again. You know, the parts that I did get right, you move on. You recognize them as your strength. But the parts that I didn't get right, you know, I found myself doing them again. And I got really strong in them so that when another scenario came that looked very much like the last one I'd come through, I found strength where before I'd found just weakness, you know. The last thing is this. Whatever test you find yourself coming through, know this. There's never closed book tests. God will always give you a test on the things that you've come through and the things that you've studied and the things that you've learned. And he always gives you an open book test, which means that whenever you need an answer, you can always ask him, you can always cry out to him, you can always call out to him and ask him for help and ask him for the answer, and he will come and he will give you the answer that you're looking for. And you'll find yourself in a place that you never knew existed before, right smack dab in the love of God. Have a wonderful day. Go out there, find your glow, and be awesome.